All right, so I had to start it over and I don't know why. All right, so anyway, so Linden is extremely multifaceted. So if you go this way, sorry. If you go this way, you're going up, I think, to the Scheme Hills. I haven't gone up there in many years, so I'm really not sure what I'll reach if I go that direction. I know that the back of the valley offers like a lot of different directions towards the scheme and different places that you can go towards Blueberry Hill, which is where I'm headed this morning. But I want to walk you to the back. Hi, lady. How you doing, pretty? Yeah. So I'm gonna walk you through all the way to the back. So this is not really where I go daily, but it's just where I wanted to check out today. I actually filmed it before when my niece was visiting here, but and her boyfriend. But I was looking for the video and I couldn't find it. So what I'm doing now is I'm gonna walk you right through, so you can see, like, you know, a different part. So like I was saying earlier, so Linden is literally lots of vegetation and lots of hills, valleys, streams, lakes, whatever it is they're called. But anyway, lots and lots of water everywhere you go. I said to you recently also that in one of the other vlogs that the president had invested money in giving folks an opportunity to fix their communities by running some roads in areas where it was very sandy or muddy and where people just lived that way for years. It wasn't a problem. So see the stream of water, so it's constantly, there's water everywhere, vegetation everywhere. So once again, this is considered the hood, but you know, I'm not really intimidated by anything around me, because I think, you know, when you grow up in, you know, places like Brooklyn. Good morning. How are you? Yeah, when you grew up in Brooklyn, if you they say if you grow up in Brooklyn, or if you grew up in Brooklyn, honestly, and you survive there, you can survive anywhere else. So it's really not a strange thing for me to come in. People may feel threatened, or you know, they may feel a little bit away, but you know, while I'm smart about my movement, I'm still not intimidated to the point where I wouldn't you know, come back and walk up the hills, because like I said, I use it as an exercise path, so it makes sense for me. But this, what I'm doing now, isn't like what I usually do. Like, I don't come back here, but I just came today because I wanted to show you guys what it looks like. So once again, they consider this the hood, but there's something really, really serene about this place. The vegetation, the people are mostly humbled, but they can cuss you out in a second too. Don't be messing with them. I think that over time the valley has gotten a lot calmer. I think because a lot of people got older, they're definitely more civilized in terms of their reactions to issues and stuff like that. But don't be messing with them, because I'm telling you, one minute you'll hear it quiet and another minute somebody's cussing and, you know, telling somebody about their mama and their papi and their man and their woman and their vagina and everything else. So don't be messing with people. You just live peacefully, and I think that overall you'll be fine. So once again, you're not in a space where some people will consider it, you know, well, you're not in that space. For me, I'm not in that comfort zone where, you know, I'm living in Florida and I see, you know, I'm mostly in a nice community. This is considered, you know, the hood, but, you know, I mean, even Florida has its faults, right? Because you go certain parts of Miami, North Miami, and it's hood out there too. I teach. I don't live in Miami, but I lecture up in Miami, and I live in Fort Lauderdale. And of course, Fort Lauderdale is, you don't find any ghettos there. Hi, morning. How are you, pretty girl? Yeah, you don't find ghettos there, but still, well, I think there's one part that they consider ghetto somewhere towards downtown, but I'm not really sure. I've never been there, that part. Even though I've passed by, because I have lectured at the downtown campus, so you have to pass it by. But I've never been there to visit the area. So anyways, so this is, again, the valley, and try to scan on top and around so you can see. I absolutely love, 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 and the way that people plant their yards or plant gardens and stuff like that. That look like fine leaf thyme over there, literally. Yes, so it looks like fine leaf thyme. So I'm Donette, and welcome to my vlog. If you haven't seen me for the morning, that's because, as I was speaking, that's because I started filming and it ended up where I literally, cut it off somehow. So my vlog is all about repatriation and you considering coming back to your home country or going back to your home country and building life and investing and, providing opportunities for other people, right? See, I told y'all. You hear that? So this is crazy, but, life is the way it is in certain places. Anyway, so coming back to your home country and doing and investing and providing a better opportunity for the younger people in the community as well as the older middle-aged folks who may be looking for work. A lot of them are workers in terms of they work with their hands and they build things, so definitely do consider. So I've not been far back. I think even with when I came the other day with my niece and my nephew in-law, I did not come back this far, so I am thinking this is the end. Let me see what's happening there. So you can actually climb up there. Dear Lord, I wouldn't even try once again. So I'm headed up these hills. See where I'm pointing at? I'm walking back and I'm going to be heading up the hill. But it's a different type of walk than I'm looking at. Like, I don't know if people can actually walk down where I'm, pointing. But, and I can see a warra tree out in the area there. Yeah. So, anyway, like I said, this is considered the hood. People are crazy, but, most of the times they're very civil and, they do what they have to do. And when, my second time coming back here, and it's quite quiet. That Lady's Mount is the first one I've heard, in my second visit. And the kids down here are so quiet and sweet. Now, let me just say something. There is a perception that the hood is a terrible place, but I personally have always believed, and research shows that a lot of the families are good families. It's just their predicament. Linden has in the country, I believe, one of the largest unemployment rate, and for years has been ignored by politicians, and they don't do much. So the jobs are mostly in the city, and the people are still unemployed here, but they're still making life work. And like I said, they're very resourceful. So it's good to see that people are using their skill sets to develop themselves and do what they have to do. People are not out here gang banging and doing the crazy stuff. Now, another day I'm gonna go to this little stream here because I swear this is where, that's weird. No, maybe not. Okay, because I'm thinking that this is a stream that we used to go bathe when we were little, but that wouldn't make sense. This must be another one where water comes out. There's a kid there bathing. I don't want to go up on his privacy, of course. Go over there because he's taking a shower or a bath. So I'm not gonna disturb him. But next time I come back here, I'm gonna go over there just to see what's happening. Actually, I want to see what's going on up here because I am curious. I'm trying to reimagine where I lived as a kid, and I can't remember where these hills lead to. I'm gonna have to get one of the older teenagers to walk me through one day because this is so strange. See, I'm gonna walk up here a little bit more. Look at the vegetation, my God. Now, I'm not sure what the hell is that. Is that like a bonfire thing? Anyway, I'm not sure. So, this is, I've got to come up here only because I want to see. Hopefully, I'm not walking into a, it's so quiet back here. So once again, this is considered the hood. But I'm quite impressed. Seriously, I am. So all those people who always talk about the valley and all the, bad things that they have to say, my goodness, you guys are witnessing the valley for yourselves. And I'm telling you, I'm not unimpressed. I'm very, very glad to see this. Because like I said, I haven't been back here in years. I grew up here until I was maybe about, I would say, 8 or 9. I came to Linden probably when I was about two years old. So I grew up in the hills of the valley until I was at least 8. But I haven't been back to the valley like so deep in all those years. That means 35 plus. When I left, I still stayed here until I was 13. But I never came back because I went out towards the Silver City, which is what I walked through the other day. So, yeah, so I really never got to come back here like this. And so this is my first time. So I'm very, very impressed with what I'm seeing in terms of the vegetation. And I do remember it being this green when I was little, but I just, I guess, forgot, and didn't appreciate it as much. But anyway, and we can see around definitely outdoors, bathroom or toilet or whatever that is, not sure, right? So a lot of these are different types of trees. I can see plenty of awara trees that's in here. I don't know if some of these, that's a pawpaw right there. I don't know if this is a pear. I don't know what tree this is. And this has probably been growing here for centuries. This one right here. We got some coconut trees as well. I did not realize how much coconuts Guyana produce yearly, to the point that we actually, we do a lot with it. Not only make oil, but we also have it to ship to other countries and all that kind of stuff. So we are a big producer, I guess. The history of it, of Burnham being very proactive in that type of resource for the country is very, very real. And of course, Linden is Burnham's country. So you will find that a lot of Lindeners vote a certain way because of Forbes. And we can go back to the history of Forbes and the history of Linden or Guyana, period. And even though they try to wipe out history, you can't wipe out history at all. And I think a lot of what happens is so political and it gets so contrite along the way. But, I said the other day that at a teachers conference that I was at, that pretty much anyone who's ever been educated in Guyana came out of Burnham's very, very strong educational, you know, well, his curriculum that he set in place. And some people weren't very happy with my comment, but I don't understand where, how you can talk education in Guyana without talking about Burnham's educational policies and the fact that he made education a priority, the fact that he made education mandatory up to, high school. And then, of course, 97% of Guyanese are educated either high school, college, university, or trade. That didn't come out of anywhere. That came out, or no place. It came out of the fact that Burnham put a strong policy in place. And that is not to be denied. So some of y'all don't be getting on my vlog talking nonsense, please, because it's reality. And stop trying to erase history, because it's true. All right. And many of us who went abroad became lawyers and doctors and professors and every place else. This is where our education started. And that's because Burnham did what he did. So whether you liked him or not, whether you supported him or not, it doesn't matter. That's not what I'm talking. I'm talking in terms of what is established facts. Okay. So please don't get on here talking nonsense, because it's ridiculous. All right, because I'm not in for it. All right, so if you want to erase your history in your community, that's on you. But don't be trying to erase everybody else's history. And you can't even try to erase your own, because it's not possible either. Whether you admit it or not, that's on you. Okay? Anyways, let's move away from that and just enjoying the water, the coolness that I'm pretty sure in here must be extremely cool. Look at all the vegetation here, like literally. Like, look at all these plants. My God. Oh, I wish I can get some of these. Just beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at the sorry. The sorry on the trees. Wow. I think that's, is that banana? I'm thinking it's banana. The sorry tree is filled with sorry. The one in my grandmother's yard is too. So when this stops, I'm gonna actually pick up as I travel up the hilltop. So hopefully you guys enjoy this video. And like I said, I am Donette, and I am here. Well, not to move back to the hood, but definitely to encourage you to, consider repatriation, coming back to your home country to help develop it. And just I feature certain aspects of, what I do daily. And this, even though this is not one of my daily walks, I'm about to begin what I do daily in terms of walking up for exercise purposes and also to save money. So this is my entrance right here. So once again, big props to the ministry, the current ministry, for coming in and really giving an opportunity to the local guys who manage these projects and build these roads and entrances. There, I think about 5 or so guys that actually got these contracts. They were worth millions of dollars, and they actually did these roads. So this is one of them here. One day I'm gonna go in that direction. I don't know what's in there, but people live all over. Yeah. So. Good morning. Hey, good morning. I'll check it out next time. I was just saying that too. Yeah, I just went to the back today. Yeah, I'll check it out next time though. All right. Yeah. So here that's one of the guys that hang out at my brother's place. But this is and he's telling me to go the same direction. I was just telling you that I'll go another day. So this is my usual track that I walk up for exercise and to save money. Like I said, one of the things is that to come back and we want to live the same life that we live back there. And of course, there are plenty of cars and, taxis you can take. Shortage. There's no shortage of cars in Guyana. In fact, I think there are more cars than we have roads to provide for them. But the reality is, I'm one of those people. Even in Florida, I walked a lot during the when I'm off work or whatever. I go exercise outside. I love the outdoors. I like spending time in nature. I love the water. I love those things. So for me, walking is a normal, natural thing. However, walking up hills is a beast. So you'll probably find me breathing very hard as I head up these hills. But here I am. Hey. And today I'm wearing my NYU cap just so I can keep, the sun out of my face. I have my sunglasses on. And also, keeping in mind, even when I walk down these hilltops, I don't carry, I don't really wear no jewelry. I had one little anklet on my feet that broke, so it's not even, I have to go fix it. But, that would be the only thing that I would wear, and I have a little tiny necklace that says Donette on it. Nothing that nobody wants to snatch because, while the majority of people here are good, there's always going to be bad people, and I'm very, very aware. So don't get me wrong, I'm not walking around here callous or ignoring the fact that I should, I'm a businesswoman and that I should still be on my alert. I know people, this is a small town, people talk, so everybody's going to know your business. Whether you know them or not, they know you. So for me, I am still careful. I still have a pepper spray and I still have my shocker and I have different things to walk around with to feel safer, right? And to at least defend myself or try to defend myself should something happen. But for the most part, I'm also very, very alert when I'm, walking these tracks because I do know that things can happen, and I'm not, far from from that concept that, listen, good morning, that there are people everywhere. Doesn't matter where you are, where you live, there are going to be bad people who are going to do things to you if they intend to. So, but during the daytime, really and truly, you have nothing to worry about. If I walk down here during the evening hours, I'm more, alert and everything else. That means I leave there a certain time, try to get down. But sometimes the what do you call it, darkness will catch me. But the homes are usually open, and you feel safer walking once, neighbors have their doors open or people have their doors open. So that is what I rely on if I have to walk, because I don't like to jump in those cabs all the time. If I'm up the hill and it's a certain time, I will definitely walk down. However, most of the times I'm taking cab in the evening hours because it's dark. But there are times when I walk, because other people are walking too. So, it's not a big deal. But very aware, very, very aware, and not afraid to, introspect and say, listen, do what you need to stay alert and to stay protected. But for the most part, people are good. They don't come at you to do you anything. But there are always going to be those people who don't mind ravishing your life just so they can get a few dollars or think they can get a few dollars. Because I don't walk around with money. When I walk these hilltops or when I come through the valley, I don't walk with money, so they won't be getting anything. I just have my keys and usually clothes in my bag. All right, so turn this around. So remember the hill that I was showing you? So I'm starting to climb it. So I'll see how much of it I can climb holding this camera. I should be accustomed to it by now. But yesterday I started my fasting and praying for 2 weeks, and part of my fasting is that I give up breakfast, but I don't eat breakfast that much. But it's weird that yesterday I'll stay hungry for, all the way until 2 o'clock most of the days because I'm so busy and sometimes I don't have time. Do you know yesterday As soon as I started fasting on yesterday, all of a sudden, I'm starving at 10 o'clock. I'm like, what the hell? The devil is busy. All right. So I'm walking slow to make sure my camera is stabilized. But either way, I usually walk slow up these hills. So I'm going to stop my usual stopping spot. I'll record some around me. So the breeze here is really, really good. I don't know who maintains up here. It's always swept nice and clean. It's really weird. I don't think nobody lives here. Obviously nobody lives here. Looks like someone started to build. But this particular area, it looks like someone comes here and sweeps it. Seriously. I find it fascinating. So if you look all the way across, you can begin to see Mackenzie over there. And people still burn their trashes, you know, because when you live in between these hills, which truck is coming to pick up your garbage? I still burn my trash because I haven't been able to go back over to get the people to come. And it's a way of me saving money and taking care of the environment, because I don't know what they do with the trash when they get it. And even in my yard, you will find that I have a whole bunch of bottles. They're bottles that the companies don't take back. So banks only take back the brown and the green bottles. They don't take back Corona or any of the clear bottles. So I am very environmentally concerned. So I put my bottles and save them. And then when I have to do a project, one of my folks told me to use that as to build up the area. And so I'm actually saving the environment, and I'm also helping myself to build the foundation of my walkways and any kind of concrete that I have to build, because that is going to go underneath the cement and it never affects anyone. So I'm generally very good at maintaining the environment, but I am not open on a large scale, so I can do that for now in terms of burning my garbage. But as I open up on a larger scale, I'm definitely going to have to get those guys with the truck to come and pick it up. The garbage dumpsters. Yeah, I have to come and get them to do it. So right now it's just a little bit of stuff, usually just plastic and boxes and, you know, some food. And again, there are lots of stray dogs in Guyana. One of the things is people still don't know how to take care of their environment. They will drop things all over the place, as you can see, even through the tracks. I know there are no garbage cans, people, but my God, at least you can try to save your garbage till you get home where you can throw it out. But I blame the city for not having proper receptacles where people can throw their things in. Because you don't have it and they're going out, they're not gonna, you know, they're just gonna throw it out. And then the other thing is, oh, I absolutely love this yard. There's a yard over here that's filled with tomatoes, and it's so cute the way they build it up. Hope they're not looking. They're probably like, what is she doing? Okay, anyway, I don't know, that looks like fever grass. Oh, it looks like they have an entire garden planted with like fever grass. Wonder if they're selling it. So I remember some of my bushes. I don't know what that is. It's weird. Maybe it is fever grass. Anyway, they definitely do good vegetating in that particular house. This fence was pretty broken down the other day. I saw that they fixed it up and painted it. Everybody's doing a little constructions everywhere, so that's good. Coconut trees all over the place. Okay, I'm gonna point down at my foot because now we're starting to walk on sand. They cut the project off. So, see? That's the one thing is, you know, you gotta get accustomed to the sands when you walk here. I gotta get me back some soft sneakers. The sneakers I have, they're all like Nike and different ones, and they're all very light colored. So I need some black ones back again so I can walk up these hills. Cause the good morning, how are you? I know, I've been around. It's going well. Are you coming to my event? Yeah, it's going on. It's timeless. It's gonna have a one-man band. That one I believe is on the 25th. I gotta stop by. When I pass by, I'm gonna drop the date by you.
And during the weekend, so how you doing the day?
On the weekend, I'm still open Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Right, exactly. And on the but during Linden Town Week, I have 5 events.
You have
5 different events.
weekend.
I have Black Girls Rock. I have Timeless, which is the one that I'm inviting you to, which is with a one-man band. I also have a karaoke. So I know you probably, I don't know, I think you're into karaoke as well, right? And then I have
I'm not to say that I come and
just watch. All right. Then I have also let's brunch. I have a brunch as well.
What's the brunch?
The brunch is on a Sunday, and it's just it's between breakfast and lunch. It's one of those very nice events. You come and you sip on some mimosa or some wine, and eat some fruits and breakfast. Yeah, very nice, very elegant.
What's the cost of that?
That one you're just paying for your food, and it starts from 2,000 and it goes all the way to 3,500. Yes.
Start like 12 o'clock.
It starts at I actually put 11 because people will not come at 11. So it's 11. Yeah. And that's going to be on a Sunday, and I'm going to bring by the dates, and I'm going to leave it with one of the kids. Yeah, bring a flyer.
I'm going to be home all day.
Okay, so when I pass by this evening, I'll bring a flyer and I'll leave it with you. All right? Okay, you good otherwise?
Find out what's going on, how your thing running in the weekend. My son tell me he went tonight.
Yes, he came by. Well, I'm pretty sure that was him. I saw. Yes, he came by.
He told me he went tonight, and he said it was good and so.
Yeah.
But the flooring, and so you do the flooring, and so we say it was to do like for the oldies and all that.
I did. I finished it up.
I got to check you.
Yes, I finished it up. I raised it up since last year before I left to Miami. I raised it. So now I'm just gonna paint it for Linden Town Week. Yeah. But other than that, it's done.
There's the same one, but night we get them so.
Yeah, it's the same LT one-man band. Yeah, so I'm gonna I have 5 different events. So like I said, I'm gonna do I'm gonna paint it so that it can be nice and pretty as well for everything.
Yeah, it's a couple friends out there, sir. I said some weekend we go by after that, it's Dana from John, isn't that?
Done it.
Up to last night, I tell you one friend, I said, just feel like sitting down and drink a cocktail. Yes, please get up. This thing I look for a spot, so I show you I hear because I didn't cocktail, then you please, you only tell me.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, I've been having cocktails there.
Which night I take me to Speed Boy, I tell you, let me go to the box and drink a cocktail.
Yes, come on over anytime. Just give me a call. I'm gonna also, you're gonna see my number on the flyer.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me a call during the week for cocktails, or if you want to come in by 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
But if not, anytime after that, just call me and tell me you're coming by. I'll stay put.
Yeah.
And but Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I'm open all the way from 6. Yes. All right.
Events is saying, I don't know.
All right. I will.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
All right, hon. We'll talk. Thank you. All right, so as you can see, I sometimes have to stop. It's a typical Guyana regiment where people will just call at you and you stop and you talk. And so that was good plugging right there too. So I ain't gonna lie, I was able to plug some of my events in there. So that's good. So all I have to do is I'm gonna upload the dates. And that way you guys can have it. You can tell your family and friends who are visiting or who live here. All right, well, I'll start this back when I get to the top of the hill. Oh, I didn't do that bad. You guys didn't hear me breathing all heavy today. Usually I'm I'm over here trying to catch my breath. All right, so I'm gonna stop this for a minute and then I'll I'll come back once I get up the hill, finish the top there. All right. All right, so I didn't get all the way up yet, but I decided to start back because I wanted to capture from right here. See what I tell you, that people live all along the track. So this is one of the reasons why you can literally walk here and not feel, you know, any kind of fear. Because I'll tell you what, Guyanese people can mind people business. All you got to do is holler and they out here with their cutlasses. So you ain't got to be worrying about the fear and the anxiety that some people will put in your head about coming home. People will back you, and especially in these valleys and these hilltops, you know. So, but still, be responsible with your safety no matter where you go. I think I'm more afraid of Georgetown than I am of Linden. I'm sorry to say for all my Georgetonians. I get kind of anxious when I go to Georgetown. And that's because it's so busy. People seem to don't care. They're so busy living, so busy working, driving. It's a wreck in terms of human interaction. You don't find it. And in these places, you do find that human interaction, and I love it. So for those of us who have lived on these hilltops or Blueberry Hill, you're probably going to see places you're familiar with.